Hi everybody and Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I begin in the name of God. This video is going to be about talking about a misconception in the Quran, another wrong translated verse from the Quran that a lot of non-Muslims and Muslims alike don't know about, and a lot of non-Muslims choose to criticize this verse. The verse is basically talking about killing infidels and non-Muslims wherever you find them. It's Surah 2, verses 190 to 193. Fight in the cause of Allah those who fight you, but do not transgress limits, for Allah does not love transgressors. And slay them wherever you catch them, and turn them out from where they have turned you out. For tumult and oppression are worse than slaughter. But do not fight them at the sacred mosque unless they first fight you there. But if they fight you, slay them. Such is the reward of those who suppress faith. But if they cease, Allah is often forgiving, most merciful. And fight them on until there is no tumult or oppression, and there prevails justice and faith in Allah. But if they cease, that there be no hostility except to those who practice oppression. The highlighted words would be here, and slay them wherever you catch them. The word used most often in the Quran that is so often mistranslated as kill, slay, or slaughter is not jihad, it is qital. And if you look to the Arabic, you will quickly understand this word in today's usage would clearly be combat and not kill or slay. Naturally, just as here in the U.S., we must stand up for righteousness and strive to prevent oppression, aggression, and tyranny. This is the proper usage and understanding for this term, as you will discover while passing through the tafsir and explanations by top scholars today. Scholars of Quran tell us the verses dealing with this topic are specific and not intended to imply a general meaning for just anyone to decide to go around combating non-Muslims. The early Muslims had been driven out of their homes and turned out into the desert to starve. These Muslims were tortured, banned from buying anything, etc. One of the a very good example of a Muslim who was tortured was Bilal. According to historical records, Bilal's master often tied him up and threw him down and flung a stone and cow hide over him and said, "Your gods are Lat and Uzza," who were the gods of the people of Mecca, "to testify your faith in them." But he continued to say, "Ahad, Ahad," which means one, one. The infidels tied a rope around his neck and allowed the street urchins to drag him to and from between the two hills of Mecca. Even under this severe torment, Bilal's tongue repeated only one word, "Ahad, Ahad." Thereupon the infidels gave him a severe heating and stretched him on the burning sand. A heavy stone was placed over his body. Still he uttered nothing save the word Ahad, Ahad. So this command to the Muslims to kill the infidels or the non-believers was not generally for all Muslims, but for specific Muslims who had been tortured, who were oppressed. From examining these verses correctly, we can clearly see that these verses do not promote violence, but they promote a hate against oppression and terrorism. These are orders from God to the first Muslims to be the first of those who stand out aggressively against all forms of terrorism and oppression.